真人没有这样丑的，好像难道原来真人是这样丑？
microscopic inclusion.谢谢我们的 BA.SG 还有 eClarity。
microscopic inclusion.
Yes, thanks, right? Yeah. Muted? Okay. Hello, everybody. How do I see who are here? Can I see the list? Thank you. Hello. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to eClarity and BA's Diamond webinar. Can you do me a favor so that I can see the participant or I could see myself? Thank you. So Shirley, make yourself feel comfortable. I have a lot to share with you today. Let us just set up the yeah. Usually there will be a small screen, right? So then we can. Okay. And how do we control the slides? Is it? Okay. Okay, it's okay. So sorry, I don't think we could show you my face and the slide at the same time today. So, but welcome everybody. I can see your name. It's just that you probably won't be able to see me talking to you, but let me see how we could. Maybe what you can do while I start talking, maybe you could try to control the slides from another laptop. Yeah, then maybe Mio could be sharing the slides and whereas I can be talking so then you can see two happening at the same time. Okay, sorry, without further ado, my name is Amanda. So I'm the founder of eClarity Natural Diamond, BA Lab Grown Diamonds, and the sample line, which is a jewelry rental service. So today we have, so hi everybody. Hi Rachel, Yiling. Hi Samuel. Hi Stanley. Hi Adrian. And many more. Hi Joel. Hello. Today, together with me, I actually have some of our team members. They are trying to get the technical part of the side handled so that we can have good chats together. So can I please have you test out whether the chat is working? So maybe just send in anything just so that we know the chat has been enabled. Hi, Yun Qi. Yeah, so maybe help me to chat. If you could send to just us or thank you very much. Thank you for the messages. Okay, all right. So we have prepared a lot of information to share. And so it includes the differences between natural and lab-grown diamond, which is one of the most popular questions. And the 4Cs, customization, gemstones. There are people who just ask whether you can differentiate between natural and lab grown. The second question that I see here is whether lab grown diamonds has GIA reports. I'm also seeing whether fluorescence would affect diamonds. I can also see that some people are asking me about customization of wedding bands. How long does it take? Okay, so we'll answer to all these questions as I continue to share. I'm representing these four companies today, and we will share more in details. All right, so about diamonds. So I'll just go straight into it. And please continue to type questions because today I prepared a free gift that I would like to give away because it's very challenging to talk to myself. So ask as many questions as you can. And we have prepared a very special green garnet. I wonder if you can see. How can I show you the green garnet? Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So it's just that I can't see myself. Okay, so please take a look at this green garnet. It is a 1.05 carat pear shape. So as long as you ask me questions, the person who asked me the most number of questions, I would give this out to you for free. Okay, it's a 1.05 carat green garnet in pear shape. All right, so let me just jot down that few questions that was asked. I'll continue to answer all of them later on. Okay, so first thing, the most popular question, can you tell the difference between natural and lab-grown diamonds? Okay, that is such a popular question. So I very quickly answer to this most important question first. I give this very simple analogy that natural diamonds are like our babies that are naturally conceived, and lab-grown diamonds, they are like IVF babies, which are assisted in conceiving. So natural diamonds usually they are formed under the wall. It takes millions of years for carbon existence, high pressure, high temperature, usually 90 to 125 kilometer below the earth. And with the high pressure and temperature, diamonds are then formed. Whereas lab-grown diamonds, they are formed in a lab. So we have CVD method, we have HPHT method. Now, these two methods have successfully created diamonds. So these days, lab-grown diamonds have gained in popularity for the group of customers who, of course, believe in a few things, right? I often joke that people who are below 35 to 40 years old, they really like lab-grown diamonds because it is to empower sustainability, so that you have transparent supply chain, because it was also part of the worries of some people that whether diamonds are, the child labor and all that, whether it is avoided. So lab-grown diamonds are all grown in a lab, so we can be safely be assured that it does not have complications like that. So yes, so the youngsters who are 35 and 40 below, they really like to empower that part of missions. And I joke that, someone who is like me between 40 to 55 years old, we like lab-grown diamonds because it's more affordable, right? Because why do I say that? Because by our standard, I give a very simple comparison. 1 carat natural diamonds is about 10,000, whereas 1 carat lab-grown diamond is now about 2,000. So we're comparing apple to apple comparison, and that's how wide the difference is. So let me just share that as a foundation to you first. Lab-grown diamonds are diamond positive when you go through diamond testing. It has GIA and IGI certification. GIA or IGI. I'll share more about how do you compare the two certs, which one is better, and they go through the same 4Cs grading criteria. Now, in that case, why would we buy natural diamonds, right? People buy natural diamonds also because it is organic, right? So if you believe in the earth, power and organic substance, people will still go for natural diamonds. Okay, we will run through a few tests later and see whether you can identify between natural and lab-grown diamonds. Okay, now it's also very important at this point to share with you that we are not talking about diamond simulants. We're not talking about colorless gemstones, right? So diamond simulants are your CZ, which is your cubic zirconia, your glass, your plastic, anything that looks like diamonds. So not those, right? Those are not GIA certified. Those are not diamond positive. So those are diamond simulant, and I call them robots, right? If natural diamonds were babies, lab-grown diamonds were IVF babies, diamond simulants are robots, right? Because robots can now do wonderful things, right? They can mop the floor, they can I don't know what else they can do. They can even do boxing, they can do wonderful things, but they do not have circulatory system. They do not have your respiratory system. So that is to say that it does not have the same physical, chemical, and optical properties like natural and lab-grown diamonds. Okay, so that one is separate thing. And the last one is colorless gemstones, right? So colorless gemstones are using the comparison and analogy, it's like puppy. So is it fake? No, it's real, but it's another species by itself, right? It's another set of biological component. So I hope with this very quick analogy and comparison, you can straight away understand the difference. Okay, so please keep your questions coming, and so that I know which direction should I expand on. Okay, all right, let me just go to the next page first. Now, if you before I do that, you look at this screen here. If you can see clearly, you would see that of course they displayed all the different shapes, but not sure if you can also tell the difference here, right? Just very quickly, if you look at the gemstone and you look at the two pieces of diamonds, the natural and lab grown, you will see that the sparkle is different. Now, one thing that is very obvious is now why diamonds are so sparkly. Okay, Mio is very interesting. Mio, are you able to see yourself? Are they able to see you? No. No. Okay. So Mio is come. Mio maybe can come here. Okay. Mio hasn't officially joined us, but I wanted him to be here today so that he can ask questions as a newbie. Say hi, Mio.
Hello everyone, I'm Mio.
Okay. All right, Mio, can you tell the difference here?
No,
Do you know why diamonds are so sparkly?
I'm not sure also.
So there's one thing that I would like to share with you, right? So have you heard that diamonds are the hardest substance on Earth?
yes.
Yeah. So because they are so hard, therefore you look at the facets are very precise. And whereas if you cut like a gemstone where the hardness is lower, there's something that measures hardness, which is called the Morse scale. And when the hardness level is lower, you can look at that the sparkle is different. because of the hardness of the stone. Because if you go really precise, sometimes the stones can break, whereas diamonds are able to withstand that kind of polishing and that kind of cutting. Okay, okay, all right, come back later. Okay, all right, so and please feel free to just shout out any questions to me, okay? All right, Mio?
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
okay, all right, so that's one. And okay, so that's what I talked about. Now, I don't know how technical some of you could be, but so very quickly, if you look at this Excel sheet, this chart that we have created, I have put down the quick analogy, baby, IVF, baby, robot, and puppy. You know, there was this customer who told me that how come in the diamond world, IVF baby is cheaper than baby? Because in the real world, it's the other way around, right? Yeah. So um that's just a joke that a customer has shared. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, now in front of you there are four diamond looking stones, right? Can some of you and can I just shout out some name? Li Ting, Darlene, and Bala Joel, Yun Qi, Min Sui. Can some of you please help to answer to this question, right? There are four diamonds there. Which piece do you think is natural diamond? And which one do you think is lab-grown diamond? Joel, I can see your questions as well. Okay, very good, Joel. Keep it coming. Okay, so now please let me know. And hi, Jimmy. Jimmy, I think you just log on. Yes. So these four diamonds, Jimmy, very quickly, that one is a natural diamond, one piece is a lab-grown diamond, and then we have a fake stone here, just using a very commercial term. And then one is a lab grown, is a not lab grown, but natural gemstone. So there are four pieces of stones here. Make a guess, which one do you think is natural diamond? So I use the analogy that diamond is baby, lab grown diamond is IVF baby, gemstone is like a puppy, and then a fake stone is like a robot, right? And the person who chat the most with me would get a free gemstone. Okay? All right. Okay, I'm starting to see some answers. Which one do you think is natural? And those of you who are on YouTube and on TikTok, please also share because I am also seeing your chats as well. All right, okay. So let me just review the answer to you. Okay, okay. Three is real, four is lab grown. Okay, so remember one thing that we shared just now. Between baby and IVF baby, even if we get it right, it will be a lucky guess. Correct? But yes, two look fake. That's the thing because it's not fake, but it is gemstone. Okay, so let me show you the answer. Yep. So the answer is this. The first one is fake, right? It's a diamond simulant, meaning you know how much is the cost? It's like $20. Okay. Number two, colorless gemstones. This, if I'm not wrong, is a colorless topaz. So colorless topaz or colorless sapphire, they would display this kind of look, right? They are real, but they are not diamonds. They are gemstones. Now, number three and number four, they are both diamonds. And some of you got the reversal, right? Like if you think number three is natural, number four is lab grown, then the answer is the other way around. Now, this goes to show that it's very hard to differentiate. So then how do you choose? I have this question and I might as well answer it now. Will the price of lab-grown diamond maintain the same, right? So let me just share this insight with you that happened recently. There were concerns that lab grown, because it's lab grown, it is not able to keep its price. Whereas natural, because it's a natural mining from natural mining, so the price can be maintained. So what happened recently when we in the diamond industry, we realized that prices of natural diamonds and lab grown diamonds actually have been going down for the past few years together, because they are, if you study econs, right, I think they are complementary product. So, or that they are substitutes of each other almost. So actually both are affecting each other in pricing. So the good news is it has been adjusted downwards, because the exposure of lab-grown diamond to the market has been getting more and more mature, so people know their options already. So prices seem to have stabilized, this year or so. Okay, so that's the part.
There's a question.
Yeah.
How does IGI compare with GIA?
Okay. Okay, I will answer to that question right now. So now the biggest lab in the world is GIA. Okay, they Great Diamonds, Gemological Institute of America. I think they started officially having the DEFG grading system, VVS, VS in 1950s, if I'm not wrong. So you can Google that, but I think they kind of streamlined that into that. Do you know why color starts from D? Why not A, B, C? Let me share that part of the history with you. You don't know, right, Lucas? Okay. The thing is this, before that, they were grading diamond like A, B, C. And when I grade at A, my neighbor, let's say my competitor, will then grade it as AA. And then my competitors will say mine is AAA. Then I say mine is AAAA. So it was very messy before the grading system that was officiate. So when GIA started the grading system, they started with D, just so that okay, this is a new system, no longer a B, a C. So it started with a D. Okay, so now they started in around 1950s. They are the biggest grading lab in terms of volume, also in terms of reputation, I would say, also in terms of credibility. Now there comes IGI, right? Which is also a very reputable lab, also very high in terms of volume. So, and then beyond that, we have HRD, AGS, EGL, and all that, right? Like today, if Amanda wants to start to, because I'm a trained gemologist, I probably can issue report, just that maybe, Ting Kai will not believe in my grading, right? Because if you bring to New York, you say my Amanda from Singapore, Orchard Road, say this is a D, people may not respect my grading. So that's why reputation is very important, right? In terms of grading, credibility, volume is very important. So your top two labs are then GIA and IGI. Now, when lab grown diamonds started to come in, IGI was the first report to hands up and say, okay, I will grade lab grown diamond. Now, GIA was like, I'm not that sure about this, man, right? So they didn't come in and they were not grading lab-grown diamond. They only graded natural diamonds. They only started in 2020 April. Again, you can Google that, but if I'm not wrong, it's April 2020, GIA started to grade lab-grown diamond. But by then, IGI has sort of conquer quite a big volume and sample sizes. And therefore, today, you notice that when you buy a natural diamond, most of the time, you will go for GIA. And when you buy a lab-grown diamond, most of the time, you'll be introduced to IGI reports. This is because of the entry time and the volume, and therefore the credibility. Okay, so I hope I answered to that question there.
There's another question.
Yes.
It says, will real or lab-grown diamond lose its shine over time?
Oh, it will. How? With your chili crab, KFC moisturizer, eClarity offers lifetime washing service, professional cleaning, deep cleansing, manual polishing, free of charge lifetime. And we have seen rings that come back with very stubborn stain. There was that why I always joke about KFC and chili crab, because sometimes there was once we received a ring that was smelly, and then we had to ask what happened to the ring, and the person said, "Oh, I just had chili crab a few days ago." So we could like see the remnants of the shells and all that inside. So it was definitely a very good meal, but of course your diamond is not shiny. So now, will it lose its shine by itself? It will not. But if our sanitizer, moisturizer, hair conditioner, that will dirty the diamond. And sometimes when your prongs and your diamond, it starts to have stubborn stain that gets stuck between them, then you don't clean it well, it really becomes very hard to clean away. Then you need to send to the service center to even remove the diamond from the prongs, to do a deep cleansing before you mount it back. But diamond itself will not lose the shine, because the shine comes from the cut, it comes from the clarity, it comes from your color choosing. It doesn't change, right? These things don't change. Okay. All right. Very good question. Please keep it coming. Joel, you are now the most active uh chatter here. Most questions. Okay.
There's another question from
Yeah.
Joel. Does GIA and IGI grade diamonds on the same scales?
Yeah. Okay. Come, let us go to the scales now. Yes, they do. They do. So most of them, whether it's GIA, IGI, EGL, HRD, AGS, or even if today, Mio and Amanda decide to start a lab together called Mio Da. Okay. Or Amio. um, we most likely will follow this as well because of the familiarity that the market has, right? But let me share with you some differentiation. Okay, so if I go through this four C's, and very quickly you will know more than a salesperson in a store. Now, what is color? And I often share that color is like water, like DEF. You imagine they are a plain glass of water, and your N color onwards is like a very diluted honey. It's like honey drink, right? And whereas your KLM is very diluted honey, right? Maybe it's very stingy honey drink, right? So not very sweet. So that is what it is, right? DEF, and then of course, if you cross the light yellow range, there's this term called fancy color. Now, when fancy color happens, the diamond price will shoot up. So because Lucas has very kindly prepared for me, so I better show off here. Like this, can you see? This is fancy yellow. This is a 2.08 carat fancy yellow. So is this cheaper? No, this is actually more desirable because it's it's intense yellow. Okay. And we also have pink diamond here, right? And this is fancy pink diamond, 3 carat, 3 point, sorry, is it 3? Oh, it's 2.45, 2.45 carat. And this is pink diamond. So when it crosses the scale, then the price, regardless, like if it's pink, even if it's slightly tinted with pink, the price will shoot up. Or green, or whatever color it shoots up. In fact, for example, light pink is very desirable, right? Because people sometimes don't like the kind of pink that I'm wearing, which is like a Disneyland pink. Right? Some people actually like it a little more faint. So these are colored diamonds. Okay. And before we talk about colored diamond in the so just so that there's a question coming in asking me for the price of a pink diamond. So a 3 carat can be 1 million, 1.5 million. 800,000. But the lab-grown version is then 10,000 or 12,000. So that makes it very attractive in pricing. So we have both. Okay, I wouldn't say we have the natural pink diamond that is the 1 million range, but we do have the lab-grown pink diamonds that are within, let's say, 10,000, 12,000, 8,000 range. Okay, fancy color aside, the main color range is DEF. They are like water. When I say DEF, there's actually a D, a E, a F. So it's not like it will be graded a DEF. So, D is better than E is better than F. Now, whenever I attend any function, right, people will ask me, what do you work as? I say, I work as a gemologist. Then the whole table will ask me, Amanda, can you tell me the color of my diamond? Can you tell the difference? I must say that under social setting, and now, maybe you have seen some diamonds now as well. You notice how hard it is, right? Between a D, a E, a F, a G, right? Yeah, yeah. But when I show you a J color, would you be able to tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, a J color will start to have some telltale tinge of yellow, right? So now, any of you who are here present today, if you like to go through the test, book an appointment, because we will let you see the actual diamonds line up like 10 diamonds, and you can do the test yourself. Okay, all right. And now let me move on to clarity. I'm getting more and more questions here, so I will continue. So for color, I think so far all the labs that I have talked about, they all follow the same scale. Now for clarity, it starts from flawless, VVS, VS, SI to I. What is clarity? Now, sometimes you will go to a dinner and then there will be an auntie who point at your diamond and say, your diamond is VPS. Now, this is, let me just use it very bluntly, acting smart, right? Because you can never, ever tell the clarity of the diamond using your eye. Because I went through the grading exams and all that, even with a microscope, we could get it wrong most of the time. Because what it is, flawless means that under the microscope, there is no inclusion. VVS means there's one, VS means there are two, SI means there are three, I means there are four. Now, I'm overly simplifying this because it's not just the number. If the size of the inclusion is huge, then it can drop to SI, right? So it's not just the number, but the size, the color of the inclusion, the position of the inclusions. So many things matter. And then clarity grade is then given. Okay. And do you know under the microscope sometimes you actually see dust most of the time, and you need to really first learn how do you differentiate that it is actually a dust on the surface or whether it's an inclusion inside the diamond. Don't be surprised that it's not very clear under the microscope. Sometimes you think it's a dust, but it's an inclusion. So those are the things that you need to get through before you can start grading clarity. Okay. And for card grade, a one sentence summary is like the BMI of the diamond. Oh, before I do that, so what kind of color and clarity combination will you go for, Neil?
Uh, D DS.
DVS? You will go DVS?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very smart. Really? That's very smart.
Or
Or
FVVS.
or FVVS.
Yeah.
Okay. You know why I say it's smart, right? Because imagine if he answered me that he wants a K color flawless, right? That's not right. I mean, in terms of practicality, because when you choose DEF color, it's colorless, right? So, right? And then the clarity, because it's microscopic, so you drop a little lower. So I like that combination. Whereas if someone choose like a KLM flawless diamond, everyone could tell there is like a stingy glass of honey look, but no one knows it's flawless. So you still pay for the flawless, right? But it's so unless you have very special romantic reason, like you want to say my girlfriend is flawless, then I buy a flawless diamond, right? Unless you are saying that. But if not, I think in terms of practicality, Mio, I agree with you that I think DEF match with VS or match with VVS would be a more practical combination. Okay. And then card grade, like I just said, it is actually a BMI of the diamond, right? Some, BMI, right, is body mass index, I think. So some of us are very tall and skinny, some of us are very short and maybe bigger size. So when diamond is cut very proportionately, it will then achieve an excellent cut grade. And when it's excellent cut grade, the sparkle will then be maximized. The light reflection will be maximized. Now, go back to some of the questions that were asked just now. This is the part where GIA and IGI grade diamonds differently. Why? Because IGI has a grading that is called ideal, whereas GIA start from excellent. So is IGI ideal better than GIA excellent? Is a very popular question. Now you know it is not. It's different grading name. It's like, let's say my school, right? If you score 100 marks in math, I say you are A star. In your school, if you score 100, you get distinction. So is A star better than distinction? No, because we both score 100, right? So it's a bit like GIA, IGI. If I'm not wrong, HRD used the term perfect, right? So it's just different terms like A A star, A plus, distinction, or things like that. So these are just different terms. They are not one better than the other. Okay, so yes, so carat, all labs use the same. Now it's very interesting. Some people, like whenever I ask what is carat, Mio, what is carat to you?
The weight.
Well done. Okay, I think Mio has been tuition by us because most people would say that carat is the size, right? Which is also not wrong, but actually is measured by the weight. 1 carat is equal to 0.2 grams. And then, of course, if someone is 100 kg and someone is 50 kg, the 100 kg will look bigger than the 50 kg. So that's not wrong. Okay. Okay, I have a question asking me to expand on the cut grade. Yes. So in the market, sometimes you will hear things like hearts and arrows, how many facets, or what kind of pattern under the scope. Buy it if you think they are romantically valuable. They are not scientifically mainstream supported, like academically, they're not supported. There are just so many people who come up with their own concept of what they think a diamond cut is sparklier. But if you want something that's academic, remember to ask for the best cut grade. So GIA certified, go for excellent. IGI certified, go for ideal or even excellent because the range is quite close. Yeah, just go for that. On top of that, if you have that hearts and arrows, there's something else. If you like it, if your girlfriend will be happy, pay more because usually you top up quite a bit more for those things. But are they indicated on your official report? No, they are not. Maybe the shop will give you their own report. If you value that, go for it. But if not, it's not recognized by academic appreciation of diamond. Okay, all right. So now you know more than a lot of people about diamonds already. So the 4 C's to you, Mio, before you learn from us, right?
Yeah.
Which C do you think is most important?
Color.
You think is color, not the size.
I think it's sparkly nicer.
Okay.
It's like the
Like you
Yeah.
don't like it to look a bit tinted with yellow.
yeah.
Okay, but just bear in mind, color doesn't mean sparkly. Correct? Because you can have a very yellow diamond, but it sparkle really well. Yeah, sorry, maybe my honey drink has traumatized you. But yeah, it can still be excellent or ideal, but yellow, like K color, right? So you just don't like that tinted yellow. You like color. What else is important? Would size come next?
Yeah, size is next.
Size is next, and then followed by
The
should be the cut, right?
Yeah.
Because sparkle is important. And lastly,
The clarity.
clarity because it's microscopic. Yeah. Oh, I tell you one thing that is again quite funny. You know, last time on textbook, I saw that there was this inclusion that is heart shape. So there is an inclusion. The diamond get like a I2 grade, but the inclusion was like a heart shape. So that piece of diamond was very valuable because when you see clearer with a microscope, not so clear without microscope, but you can still see the inclusion is a black heart shape in there. Okay, so don't start to inquire for heart shape inclusion, but there's just a case like that that was interesting enough to be put on GIA textbook, you know? Okay.
But there's a question.
Yes.
Joel asked, lab grown can have color. Can I choose or customize color?
Oh wow. Okay, I think it's interesting question. Like lab grown can have color. Just so that you know, lab grown is a very natural process of growing as well because they actually put diamond in the diamond growing CVD machine or HPHD machine. What causes the color? Blue causes boron, nitrogen causes yellow, right? Higher than usual pressure, it becomes pink. But if you cannot control it well, it becomes brown, right? So colors are not something that we can choose, right? But of course, there are, I mean, if you want to choose, not they cannot, right? Money can solve all the problem. It's just how much you want to pay. But in the market, there are enough options for you to choose. Right? Rather than, instead of you choose and say, please go for me, customize, you could choose the different colors, just like natural. It's just that last time natural, because it's in that very exorbitant prices, people would usually go for the safe colorless. Now with lab grown, when you can buy a second piece, third piece, people would venture into color diamonds a little bit more. We also see that people are also going to fancy shapes more rather than going for rounds. People are also inquiring about pear shape, heart shape less, pear shape oval cushion, right? Radiant, emerald cut, right? Later I will show you more. Okay. All right. So, and these are some additional information. I'll skip that unless you ask. I have focused on the 4Cs because it's 6:40 now. We have 20 more minutes to share. Okay, this chart I think is important because I always share that we focus very much on the 4Cs, right? Which is carat, color, clarity, cut. But we have come up with the other 4Cs, which are cleanliness, certification, cost, and crafting. Do you also agree with me that they are almost equivalent in importance? Because if you buy a 4C's diamonds well, but the crafting is not done well, it's not comfortable, it doesn't look presentable, then all the diamonds shakes all the time, it doesn't hold it tight, then it's also not good, right? Cleanliness is very important to showcase the color and the cut grade, right? And to get a good certification is also very important, right? You probably don't want one that's graded by Amanda, for example, right? Okay, and cost as well. You should go to eClarity and BA because there's best price challenge worldwide. So we have a live online database which you can go in and check out, eclarity.com.sg, click diamonds, and there are more than 20,000 pieces of diamond. We are confident enough to say that we can compete worldwide with the best range, right? If you don't know how to choose, that's when you schedule an appointment or schedule a call with me if you want, right? I cater 2 days to speak to customer on Wednesday and Saturday, and I can help you to choose, right? If not, my team would be able to help you too. Okay, so certification is important. Okay, now that you know 4Cs, now here there are 7 diamonds. Okay, it's very interesting here. I would like you to try to grade them. Now, just now, Myo said that the most important C to him is color, right? But I must say that the most obvious C is
Carrot.
carrot, right? The most obvious C is carrot. Now, looking at these 6 diamonds, very easily you can tell which one is bigger, right? Correct? Okay. Now, secondly, can you tell the color? So assuming there are D, E, F, G here, can you tell the color? Which is most important to you, Mel?
No.
Yeah. Okay, no. Anyone of you could tell? Mio Khan, Xiu Ying, Jasmine, Belle, can you tell? Okay, Joel, can you tell? Okay, maybe try to just write down or just take a mental note, and then see if you could tell the cut apa, natural lab grown, and VVS VS. Okay, so now this is a moving video. Can you tell? Okay, let me show you the answer. Okay, so the answers are here is 1, 1.2, 1.5, 2 carat, 2.5, and 3. So not sure if you could tell just now, but now that when answers are out, people will say, yeah, I can tell. Yeah. So it's the D, E, F, G. And then VVS, VS, as we know, is really hard. And then there are some triple excellent and some with the hearts and the arrows and HCA premium score. Okay, all right. So this is so if you want to see the real thing, please schedule an appointment now, right? I think it will be easier for you to see the physical item. And over here you see all the different designs, and also different shapes, right? You can see cushion. The blue one is a cushion cut. You could see pear shape, right? Rounds, of course, and different mounting. Emerald cut, the bottom on slightly towards the left, middle left. And this is the most popular slide ever, which is always about prizes. So you could see that like let's say DEFVS 10,000, right? 1 carat, and it's about 1.5 for lab grown. Okay, popular question here. But if you go to eclarity.com.sg and you search through the diamond list, you can see the real time diamonds that are available. Okay, customization. Okay, I have some questions about customization. So we have about 10 minutes left. I'll just very quickly go through 5 minutes of customization. So when you choose a diamond, okay, that's the first part, right? Now you have a lot to think about. What size do you want? Do you want natural or lab grown? What color of diamonds do you want? What shape of diamonds do you want? These are your homework. These are for you to think. Now, beyond that, your setting, your design. How do you want to design it? Or after buying diamond, if you want to buy wedding bands or you want to buy another jewelry, do you want to customize? So what do you go through your thinking process? So number one, you have to decide what color of metal do you want, right? There's yellow gold, rose gold. You have heard of this before. White gold. You have heard of this. Platinum, right? And on top and beyond, there are champagne, black gold, purple gold, blue gold, right? These are more exotic ones. Very simply, the question that come in would be, what's the difference between white gold and platinum, right? Different metal, one is gold, one is platinum. We compare the hardness, toughness, elasticity, and all that. I just tell you the benefit. Benefit of platinum is white, so it will not fade off to yellow. White gold, it has 70%. If it's 18K, it has 75% of yellow gold, 25% of white metal content. So it will still change to slightly yellow tinge. So the benefit of platinum, that's what it is. But because white gold is more malleable, platinum is less malleable. So in terms of holding diamond and all that, white gold holds it tighter. Platinum sometimes, it cannot go towards the diamond as close as white gold. Uh, White gold is also slightly cheaper than platinum, not a lot because gold prices have gone up a lot. But it's slightly cheaper. Okay, easier to resize, maintenance could be cheaper because of the fact that it's more malleable. So all your maintenance cost is a bit lower. Craftsman will charge you a lower price to maintain white gold than compared to platinum. Okay, and then your rose gold and yellow gold all are following the same concept. 75% of yellow gold, 25% that creates the color. Like in order to create rose gold will be copper, right? Copper content. And the purple and the blue and the black, they are coated. So over time it will fade off. Okay. When it fade off, yes, you can come back and recoat it, right? But that's important technology to create designs. Like if you want a flower shape, if you want something, these are very fascinating. Okay, then second thing, finishing. Do you want glossy ones or do you want matte, right? And there are also a hammered matte, which is very human-like and very personal. Broadness, do you like chunky European design or do you like Japanese, sleek and thin design? This all defines your personality. Fitting is also very important. Right. So when you schedule an appointment for customization, this is what the team would go through with you. And we'll show you different samples and all that. Okay. I have some of you joining us because you are planning to buy gifts. So in jewelry, there are always these 4 items: pendant, ring, earrings, and bracelet, right? 4 items. Of course, you can buy cufflinks, you can buy anklet, you can buy a brooch, and other things. But these 4 are the most popular one. Okay. Among these 4, pendant is most presentable, usually, because earrings, you're worried if the person have ear holes and all. And you decide whether you want, it's not just diamond, because you can also go for gemstone, like the red. So there are 3 very important gemstones that I will very quickly share that with you. They are called the big 3. And maybe Mel, you don't know as well, right? Okay. Do you know, Lucas? You don't know as well? Okay, very good. So the big 3 are ruby, sapphire, and emerald. Okay, so they are the prime color: red, blue, and green. They are most popular, most respectable in the gemstone world. Okay, so these are the big 3. And then you have the upcoming one, like they are always around number 4, number 5, like your tanzanite, which is purplish blue, your alexandrite, which is changing color, like green and red under different lighting. So that's very fascinating. So these are the ones that are around the 4 and the 5. And then you have something that people use the word semi-precious, like your amethyst, your garnet, right? And all that is also very popular. Okay, so you can always choose what gemstone you want or what diamonds you like, right? So not just diamonds, but you can also go into gemstones, right? You know the difference between colored diamond and colored gemstones. They are different. The components are different. Okay, so for example, look at these peridot rings. At the webinar, if you are interested, it's only $995. And then eternity rings is 1,005. The dress ring, which is fantastic to shouting for attention, has 2,008. And that's a very beautiful pink sapphire ring. Okay, 3,008. Okay, and there are earrings and bracelet. I have some of you saying that you are going to buy for Mother's Day. We will tell you the surprise later on. Okay. And just more design and design. Okay. eClarity has started a service called jewelry rental. Okay. As part of our support to reduce wastage, encourage sharing economy, we events. So let's say if you have a birthday, a wedding, a special occasion, you can come in and rent a piece of jewelry rather than buying. So all the way from hundreds of thousands to $1 million. Okay. And yes. So now what happened here is that we, because of Mother's Day, the team has prepared 4 simple discount for you to lock in if you're interested. So the pearl necklace is worth $400, freshwater genuine pearls. It's selling at $50. The pearl bracelet selling at 216, but it's $30 at this webinar. And there's a 50% store-wide discount, and there is a 10% off loose diamonds. So there are these 4 discounts that you can pick. All you need to do is to book them by, so for the pearl necklace and pearl bracelet, you just need to transfer $50 or $30 to one of the payment method. If you like to enjoy 50% discount store-wide or 10% off loose diamond, you just need to transfer $100 to either of this account. Okay, and then follow with a WhatsApp. All right, okay, so this is our Mother's Day celebration. And if you like to inquire more, these are the numbers. So moving forward, for example, if you have more questions and you like to go through with me one-on-one, we can jump on a call. I can answer all the questions that you like, or you can schedule an appointment to come in to with the team and you can see your diamond grading, right? Let me answer to I think we have 4 more minutes. So before I go, let me just share more of these questions. Different cards have different shapes. So which card looks bigger per carat? Okay, different cards and different shapes. So we're talking about different things here, okay? Card is excellent, very good, good, fair, poor. So card is a grading criteria. Shapes is round, square, pear, heart, all that, right? Which shape looks bigger? My experience is round and oval looks the biggest. Cushion looks smaller. Princess looks small. I think cushion looks the smallest, right? Because it's usually quite deep. The cut is quite deep. So a 1 carat round and a 1 carat cushion, you might think that the cushion looks like a 0.9, right? Whereas oval is still quite okay compared to rounds, right? Okay, and if you say which card looks bigger, card, not shape, card is of course excellent card, right? It will look sparklier and bigger. Okay, and then is clarity or color more important in selecting a diamond? Um, so now you should know, right? That what clarity is microscopic, color is water or honey drink or slightly tinted honey. So I'll leave that to you to decide. Okay, all right. And I have question about fluorescence. Fluorescence is usually blue. It starts from none, faint, medium, strong to very strong. So the most desirable one is none, unless you like blue. That means you go under a UV light place, right? Your diamond will glow. It will glow in blue. Okay, but what people don't like for sure is a diamond that glow in yellow. So just take note that your fluorescent is not fluorescent yellow, but fluorescent blue is sometimes acceptable. eClarity usually recommend none to you unless you ask for fluorescence. Okay, all right. And then so again, you could go to eclarity.com.sg, check out the diamonds, click diamonds, and then you can see the range of selection. And then if you need help in selection, please let us know. And then thank you for joining my webinar because I that's how I think I can empower the Diamond Search customers. Um, I will see you again in May. So meanwhile, prep your question. So either you send an inquiry in and the team will schedule a call with you, or if not, we can see you again in May. Today, my gift is really none other than Joelle. Joelle, Joelle, this is for you. It's a 1.05 carat pear shape green garnet. Very beautiful, very sparkly. I don't know whether you can see the sparkle from far, but it's really sparkly. I'll keep it inside the pouch for you. Please schedule an appointment with the team, and then we will show it to you. And maybe if I on Wednesday or Saturday. If it's on Wednesday, Saturday, I would like to be around and I would like to speak with you as well. Okay, so congratulations, Joelle. You make my life a lot easier by asking questions. Yeah, thank you so much. So, all right, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Yunqi. Thank you, Wei Jie. Thank you, Jasmine, Belle, Ting Kai. So I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.